So jump ball is won by the Bees. Montez second, doesn't even jump for it. Jake Friel's going to bring the ball up. Gives it off to Mason on the near side wing. Off to Agat. Over to Friel, far side wing. Gives it off to Spriggs up top. Narbona pump fakes. He's going to drive in with the right towards the baseline. He'll kick it out to Spriggs. Spriggs drives with the right, little pull-up jumper. Hits the iron, falls out. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go way of the Lakers.
And that first possession, a lot of ball movement and a lot of cutting. And this is what I was talking about at the top of the show. They're athletic, and they move quick. They're really hard to play defense against, and I think that's why the Bees have a chance here tonight.
Montez gives the ball off to Prater. Back over to Montez. He dribbles with the right to the far side elbow. Prater now with the ball. He's going to drive with the right on Mason. Little turnaround jump shot misses. Rebound by Friel, and the Bees looks to come up with tempo. Slows it up across the half court. Friel looking to run a set play. Gives it off to Agat. He kicks it inside to Spriggs. Spriggs dumps it out to the corner. Gives it off to Narbona up top, who kicks it inside to Agat. Loose ball on the ground. Agat comes away with it. He kicks it inside to Friel. Over to Mason in the corner. Mason pump fakes. Drives with the right. Mason goes up hard. Misses the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to go off of the Bees out of bounds. It's going to be Laker ball. Nice offensive possession, though, for the Bees all around, though.
Yeah, again, a whole lot of passing. You know, there wasn't a person that held the ball for too long. They were swinging it around, getting all the teammates involved. A whole lot of pump fakes, getting the Laker defenders flying up in the air, and that's really what you like to see.
Prater with the ball. He's looking to kick it inside. Instead, he'll drive with the right, kicks it out. Now driving in with the left for the Lakers is number 4, Townsell. He almost gets the ball taken away. Back out to Prater. Prater drives with the left, little pull-up jumper from the charity stripe. He misses, rebounded by Narbona and the Bees. 18-15 and counting, still 0-0 on the scoreboard. Jake Friel bringing the ball up for the Bees. He gives it off to Spriggs. Spriggs tries to cut back. Ball goes out of bounds. Coach Kiss and Will Spriggs not happy with it. Went right off the foot of Prater, but they're going to call it Laker ball. Spriggs also looking for a kick ball. Doesn't get the call, as Montez the second will bring the ball up. Montez falls to the ground, slipped a little bit. He's up. Working with the ball is Maurice Commander. He kicks it inside for a nice, easy layup to Cody Mitchell. That's going to be the first points of the game with 17:40 to go in half number 1. Grant Mason will bring the ball across half court by himself. He gives it off to Spriggs on the near wing. Over to Narbona to Agat, far wing. Agat's going to drive in on Mitchell. He kicks it out to Will Spriggs. Spriggs drives now. He's going to go up as we have a block call. Spriggs is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Lakers looking for a charge call. Not going to get it. It's going to be Maurice Commander who is charged with the foul.
And something I've noticed here on both sides of the court, a little bit of slippage here early.
Spriggs' first attempt up and nothing but net, an 82.5% charity stripe shooter so far this year.
Yeah, I just wonder if the women's game has caused the court to be a little bit slick here. You saw Grant Mason in the corner as that free throw is good. Grant Mason in the corner slipped, and a few Lakers guys I've seen, tough footing over there on the other side.
Lakers going to go full court pressure right away with Montez the second. He's picking up Friel. Friel crosses the half court and gives it off to Mason. Mason over to Agat. Agat looks to go in with the right, backing in his defender. Kicks out to Narbona. Narbona tries a 3. He misses front iron. Swidera, risky pass saved by Grant Mason. Narbona's going to drive with the right. He kicks it inside to Spriggs. Spriggs, nifty move. He misses. Tapped out by Narbona to Agat. Over to Mason. Mason tries a 3 for the Bees. Nothing but net. Fighting Bees take their first lead of the game. It's 5-4, 15.5 to play in half number 1.
Yeah, no one quitting on that play. A big fight for the rebound, big loose ball, tapped out, and just finding the open man. That's great offense by the Bees.
Commander, he's going to try a pull-up shot. He misses. Rebound by Mason. Friel brings the ball up hard, gives it off to Agat. Agat looking for something, gives it off to Narbona to Spriggs. Spriggs, open lane to the hoop. He lays it up and in. Bees lead up to 3. It's 7-4 with 15 to go in half number 1.
And that was just too easy. All it took was a little head fake to the left, and his lane was wide open to his right. There was nobody lurking in the paint.
Great defense by Spriggs, but an even better shot by Montez II. Gets the shot to fall. 7-6 now. Fighting Bees lead. Here on KALA HD2 106.1 and the Fighting Bee Network as Will Spriggs gets the ball poked away. He gets it right back, though. Jake Friel with the ball, near side wing. He brings it to the top, gives it off to Mason. Mason's going to try to pull a three. His shot goes in for three, and one attempt coming up. The foul coming on Maurice Commander. Commander went flying into the first row of seats. Mason fell. Looked like he even might have hit his head off the front row of bleachers, but Bees lead now up to 10-6. Mason will head to the line.
I mean, that's just a tough shot. And not even, to make that three, which was nothing but net, I might add. Just the defender came flying in and landed in his airspace. Couldn't land properly. And, I mean, man, that was just a really tough shot by Mason.
Mason's free throw attempt up and in. It's going to extend the Bees' lead to 11-6, 14-15 and counting in half number one. Spriggs picks up Montez Jr. right away. He'll kick it out. Montez gets it right back from the freshly checked in single 8 and G. Over to Fort Prater, who checked back in, to Maurice Commander. Commander drives with the left. He's going to lay it up and in. Lead now 3 for the Bees as Grant Mason takes the ball, picked up by Commander. Mason looking to come right. He gives it off to Narbona. Inside to DeCunda, who gives it off to Spriggs, who lays it up and in. Credit Ignacio DeCunda, freshly checked in with the layup, the sophomore out of Argentina.
Yeah, and Spriggs came around as we have a timeout on the floor. Spriggs was sitting in that far corner over by the student section of the Bees, and he came looping around a couple of back screens set in succession by the Bees, allowed Spriggs a wide open cut into the lane. And as you said, it was a good pass. There was no one there on help side defense, and that was just beautiful offense. I believe that was a play called by Grant Mason. I'm not sure if that was Jim Kiss as well relaying that to him, but just a really good set in the front court for the Bees.
Bees with a 5-point lead. Lakers have the ball. It's Mason, Spriggs, Colin Wainscott freshly checked into the game, and then it's DeCunda and Narbona, the big men. Spriggs picks up Montez a second. He gives it off to Prater. He'll give it off to NG. NG drives in. He lays it up and in. Some B fans look for a little bit of a travel call. Kind of drag the pivot foot. Does not matter, however. Mason gets double teamed. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bees. Had a bit of a tail come up behind late on Mason.
And the first time we've seen a true full court pressure. In the last few previous possessions, we've had someone pick up the ball carrier full court. But this time they got into their full court press. And they're really trying to put pressure on the ball handlers from Bees.
Mason gives the inbound pass to Narbona, who gives it right away to Spriggs. Wainscott back to Spriggs. Kicks it inside to Narbona, out to Wainscott. Wainscott a good three-point shooter. Narbona's going to drive. He kicks it inside to DeCunda. DeCunda tried a reverse layup but couldn't handle the pass all too well. It's a turnover as NG's going to try a pull-up three. He hits it. We're knotted up at 13 apiece with 12:40 and counting to go in half number one. Mason gives it off to Wainscott. Wainscott over to Narbona, who crosses half court. Narbona, a little bit of a Euro step. He lays it up and in with the right over the bigger Cody Mitchell. Bees regain their lead.